After saying that you admitted to denting and taking a bat to your own Ferrari?
Not at all.
This was NFL lineman Richie Incognito talking to Fox 10 yesterday about reports that he damaged his own $300,000 Ferrari with a baseball bat.
What happened? Did you
What?
to the Ferrari? How did it get those dents, and what was that baseball bat doing in the grill?
Oh, that was just me venting.
And vent he did. So much so that he checked himself into a psychiatric ward just hours after this interview.
I think we all understand that it's just time to move on.
It has been a turbulent 24 hours for this NFL lineman, but Richie Incognito appears to be getting the help that he so desperately needs right now.
And that help is coming in the form of mental health. In a psych ward, Incognito voluntarily checking himself in with the help of a friend.
Fox 10's Nicole Garcia was the only reporter to talk to Incognito yesterday, hours before he checked into the hospital. There were probably some signs of this when you were talking to him, huh?
Definitely, guys. You know, looking back at the interview, makes sense to me now that he would check himself into a psych ward. You know, he was charming, he was nice, but he rambled on at times. His thoughts were all over the place. He was eccentric. He was jumping on his Ferrari while we were at his house. He hugged my photographer. He hugged me. He gave me a kiss on the cheek. All this after he took a bat to his Ferrari. Definitely not normal behavior, and a local psychiatrist thinks it could be a combination of mental illness, anger, and maybe even substance abuse.
When this all started, it was so tough on me and my whole family because, you know, we're very private people. That was just me venting. That was my self-expression. That's a piece of art.
Thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Take care, man.
We
I
appreciate it.
Be well.
Is this a portrait of a troubled mind?
It's very uncommon to be so angry to the point you would smash a car and then a day later be giving a giddy interview where you're just feeling like everything's silly and happy and you're being inappropriate. That can be either indicative of what we call a mixed episode or perhaps using some type of drug like stimulants, cocaine, meth.
Dr. Michael Yasinski thinks there are several things going on in Richie Incognito's head.
There's some component of alcohol or drugs, one or the other. Definitely a mood component, likely a bipolar component, and one of a long-standing psychological trauma of some sort that was never dealt with and never processed and now expresses itself in anger.
He says football was likely Incognito's outlet, and without it, his symptoms are more obvious than ever.
He was really eccentric. He was jumping all over his Ferrari. He was smashing his Ferrari. He was being impulsive. He was giving you high fives. He was treating you inappropriately, asking people to come into his house kind of inappropriately, not being professional, being tangential in his thoughts, meaning his thoughts were not clear. All of those sum up what is a manic episode.
Words were said, things were done, but at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters, and we're here to lift each other up.
Now tonight, we don't have it confirmed if Richie Incognito is indeed suffering from a mental illness, mental stress, or substance abuse. All we know for sure is that he's going through a lot with being labeled the NFL bully, being suspended from the Miami Dolphins, and his parents going through a divorce. And what we know for sure is that he went to get professional help last night. Reporting live, I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.